Naturally.
Hello, hello. Okay, now you can hear me. Okay, great. Well, I just want to say if my mom would look at this crowd, you know, what we had today in the Kingdom Hall and here at the party, her first question would have been from me, honey, are you sure, did you make enough food for everyone? That's for sure. And she would have checked everything that everything is, you know.
She would have said it was such a mess.
Yes. Yes, but anyway, I just want to, you know, I cannot put it in words that how much help we got in this journey from friends, neighbors, family, and nurses in the hospital, and that when I thought, you know, how are we going to do this alone, I found myself that we were not alone. Every one of you showed up to help. And my mother was a wonderful mother, but I'm sure many of you thought that she was your mother as well. You know, so many of her clients walked up to me and she said, she was like my second mom. And I was really happy to, you know, share that experience with everyone else. And, you know, and as Ivana wrote, you know, in our little brochure, that she was a very tiny woman and she never forgave herself that she was short. But even 74, she was saying, how come I'm so short? And I said, Mom, you know, it's time to accept, you know that fact. But she never made peace with that. But her legacy was, it was huge. In 2 continents, she was loved and she was prayed for. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being with me on this journey, holding her hand, and stay with her on her bedside. Sorry. But thank you.
Thank you for sharing your mother with all of us.
And you were amazing, Gerard. I mean, actually, it was him, you know, who treated my mom. Every step I called him 20 times a day, and he answered 20 times. And he told me what to do. You're an amazing doctor. Thank you.
And an amazing patient.
She followed everything that you said.
She's a good patient.
So anyhow, thank you so much for honoring her and showing up and taking, you know, being with us on this journey. And it's the hardest journey I think anyone can walk on. But I wasn't alone, and I just want to thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. I'm going to play you a little piece.
Are you going to tell us what you're going to play?
I have multiple lined up. We'll see what I'll play. Probably something sings from Alice
guys want to share a story, the microphone is yours.
You might want to turn it off.
I'll share a story with you.
They're going to talk then.
This is a story that Ian and I have. You'll notice that he has shoulder-length hair, and he would only let his older number one cut his hair. So now it's gotten to his shoulder, and no one can touch it. And I've also experienced that. She was like the second grandma because she adopted us and treated us very well and loved my children and loved our family, and it was such a rich experience to have her in our lives. And I share that with all of you too, because those of you that know her know she has just a very big heart.
Yep.
Doesn't turn you away. Are you going to play something new? Just in case you don't know, Ivana's my daughter too, and she inherited my genes for the type of music I like, and she borrows very extensively from my music library, and I was shocked at the when she invited me to the rehearsal she had, or the whatever you played at. Picked all the songs I love.
That's why.
I'm very proud of your music, love for music.
Coming to the Kingdom Hall for her memorial. It's like a walk down memory lane. I remember going as a kid. I'm like, obviously, little 6-year-old me, 4-year-old, how young I was. I could never stay awake in the Kingdom Hall for 2 hours or even an hour. And so I just remember, like, it was such a trip down memory lane sitting, and I just remember her bringing me, and each time her purse was filled with sweets, candies, little paper for me to draw on, and pen, and she would see me. She had like a watchful eye, like she noticed the minute I started fidgeting, hand was in the purse. She would give me a candy or something to draw on, and I still have some of the papers that she gave me that I drew on as a little kid. But even so, 2 hours was a little too long for me, and I ended up falling asleep too, and leaning on her, and it just reminded me, I just remember like how watchful she was with me as a kid, and how much she put her time and effort into everything. Like I remember sitting in the jacuzzi like every night in her old house, and talking about her religion and pretty much everything. As a kid, I was so close to her, and we shared a lot then. And it was such a trip down memory lane coming to Kingdom Hall. I forgot about those memories, and they just came back to me, just how much she valued time being with me as a kid, and put an effort to make things that she enjoyed enjoyable for me. And it's just...
So I'm Terry Lynn, and she actually cut my hair for 16 years. So I've known each other, but just by saying hi. But one thing my mother did for me, my mom passed away a year ago, but she would come to the nursing home in my house to do her hair every few months, and that meant so much to me because I couldn't get my mom in my truck to get her out and about. And she was an amazing woman. Just something about her, she was special. But that will always be in my heart, that she took the time to do that for us. Like, she would have said no.